We're going to hear today from some of our guests. We're also going to hear from our teacher, Mr. Hoyt, and some of our students about how it has benefited us at Harper's Choice and how we plan to continue to use it in the future.
I'm Jennifer Van Kirk, and I'm the Executive Director of Bright Minds Foundation, Howard County's Public School Education Foundation. It's a pleasure to welcome you here today, and I'd like to make a couple of special welcome to a few distinguished guests. Our guest of honor today, Mahesh Parusha, Vice President of Value Solutions and founder of Parusha Foundation. And lastly, Bright Minds could not do the work that we do without the dedication and support of our amazing staff and current and past board members.
Parusha. I'm the founder of Parusha Foundation. When I was growing up as a kid, I always had a lot of passion for mathematics and science. And I always wanted to attend mathematics and Olympiads and science fairs. But due to financial limitation, I couldn't able to attend any of those events. And during those days, there were not many available resources to fill the gaps in help the students like me to attend those events. So after high school, because I had a lot of passion for maths and science, I opted for engineering, and I completed my Bachelor of Engineering in 2001. And after that, I dreamed of coming to the United States to study master's degree in engineering. So I went for a student loan, and I just got the first semester tuition fees and 4 months of living expenses. And with that, I traveled to United States for the University of Bridgeport in Connecticut back in fall 2001. And I started looking for other options. And thankfully, I got the scholarship from Lamar University in Texas, and I could able to complete my rest of the degree. While pursuing my master's degree, I also helped 3 other students from India to come to United States to complete their master's degree with the help of a scholarship. They came here directly with scholarship. They did not go through any of the hardships that I went through. And after graduating from master's degree from Lamar, I started working as a software developer and cleared all of my student loans. And back in 2006, I learned about Warren Buffett's Giving Pledge, that basically he donated all his assets to the charity to help the humanity. That really inspired me a lot. And I started thinking about it, and I wanted to do something similar in my life. And so with my life experience, the knowledge, I thought of creating a platform where I can help all the students to give them access to STEM Foundation, and created a platform like for all the students, to help the students unconditionally and unbiased, and basically with equal opportunity for all the students to grow in their life and get success. Also contributing to the major goal like technology for humanity. And in 2019, I started Parusha Foundation, and I decided to dedicate my life and my earnings to this foundation. On the personal note, I did not get married, and I did not want to have kids because this is going to be my child. And I would like to thank you, Phil, Mary, Jennifer, and also Lisa for working with me for the last few months.
Career and Technical Education program consistently strive to ensure that all of our students have the best educational opportunities possible. Providing these opportunities not only requires top-notch educators and staff, but up-to-date technological resources that expose our students to real-world applications. With a very generous donation of the Parusha Foundation, we have been able to provide new 3D printers for 9 of our middle schools, including one that you see right here for Harper's Choice. We are truly grateful that we have been able to partner with the Parusha Foundation through the collaborative efforts of the Bright Minds Foundation.
When I think about one of the best skills that the leaders in either entrepreneurs, engineers, anybody, the leaders, politicians have, is the ability to visualize something and make it happen. That has to happen. That's not something that I can easily teach students without equipment and tools to really facilitate that activity. Okay, with what we talked about with toys like this, I can really say that I don't really feel like the teacher in the room. I feel like more I'm just the facilitator with a front row seat to watch them grow.
We are currently working on a frame. All of our projects take a number of steps to complete. First, we have to draw it on paper. Then we build it with the SketchUp software. Next, we print it out with the 3D printer. After that, we get to build it. At every step, we might make some changes. The 3D printer will give us the best look before we have to actually build the frame. We still might have to make some changes while we build the frame, but it should be pretty close to our 3D model. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Tony, and I want to read this to you guys. My classmates, staff, and I are very thankful for your generous donation of the 3D printer. We really appreciate you because this printer will help students in so many ways. Many students deal with anger, fear, failure, depression, and many more. Our school had the idea of using the 3D printer for making tags with students' name on it, and with a little phrase. The phrase will include thoughtful messages that would encourage students and even create a better school environment where we are a little happier. These tags might lower the risk of fights, harassment, bullying, and others. The printer will also improve creativity where students could use it to make the school better. Again, we say thank you.
I would first like to begin by addressing Mr. Parusha directly, and in preparation for this recognition, I visited your website and I found your story that you just shared with us to be very, very inspiring. In that story, you said that you were challenged by the question, what's the purpose of my existence apart from zeal to acquire education and become successful in life? For most people, that's enough. Thankfully, the answer to the question you're resulting is in tremendous impact for the countless students with the Howard County Public School System and beyond. When I became superintendent of Howard County Public Schools a few years ago, I readily shared my story with all stakeholders as someone who grew up in poverty, who experienced challenges as a child. And those experiences have shaped who I am today, and every action that I take is with that lens in mind of making a difference for young people who have challenges. So I thank you for your support. The gift that you and your foundation are providing to our students through the Bright Minds Foundation is tremendously generous. And while we have a profound impact on learning and growth, so many middle schools students in our county, we've always got to do more. We oftentimes talk about providing students and teachers with the tools necessary to cultivate innovation and experiential learning that will prepare our youth for a world that awaits them. So if you just think about it, our kindergartners right now in school, 13 years later they will be graduating. Think of that shift in what will happen. And I'm going to take us down a journey in terms of memory lane and date some of us in the room. When I was a student many years ago, innovation was found maybe at the highest level in a overhead projector, a mimeograph machine, and you all know what that is. But today the innovative technology is a 3D printer. Amazing piece of technology.
give in our schools. And I think middle school is the perfect place for it because there's so much energy in these middle school students, and this can challenge them, right? And it's not limited to any particular kind of thought. It's whatever you can put on paper, you can produce. And so I'm so very thankful. And so on behalf of the Board of Education of Howard County, I just want to again thank you. And thank you, Bright Minds, for this wonderful collaboration. I just can't thank you enough. And students, please take advantage of it and spread the word to everybody. I don't care who they are. If you think, oh, they won't be able to do it, anybody that you know, tell them about what you're doing so they can learn about the wonderful possibilities for their lives. Thank you, everyone.
I have two sons who graduated from Parker Swiss Middle School. One is an engineering major at Penn State. He's a freshman, and I have a senior at Wildlife High School. But I also have an 8th grader currently enrolled at Harper Swiss Middle School. Unfortunately, Anna's sick today, so she can't join the fun, but she was very excited when I told her what we were doing today, and she was really hoping before she graduates she gets to get her hands on this printer. So, and I just want to say, I've been a fierce advocate for the students of Howard County since my oldest was 3. He went to preschool at Longfield Elementary School, so that is a Title I school. So I've been a fierce advocate for our Title I schools and our feeder schools, and I have served as PTA president, multiple PTA roles, substitute teacher, girls in the run coach. I was even an ESOL teacher at HCC for a while. So I know what it takes, and it takes a lot of work. It takes people like you. It takes people like you, your foundation. So I'm so grateful as a parent, as a previous educator, as the board chair. Just want to thank you so much, Parusha Foundation, for your generous contribution, and for all of you for coming today.
Hi TV5 viewers, this is Mahesh Parusha, founder of Parusha Foundation. Today we are celebrating the inauguration of 3D printers at Harper's Choice Middle Public School in Howard County. I made a donation of $20,000 to buy these 3D printers at 9 different schools in Howard County. So today we are having the inaugural ceremony. This is Jennifer from Bright Minds Foundation. She's partnered with us in delivering these 3D printers.
I'm the executive director of Bright Minds Foundation. My name is Jennifer Van Kirk, and we are delighted for the opportunity to partner with Parusha Foundation and Mahesh Parusha in support of Howard County students. Bright Minds Foundation, as the Howard County Public Schools Education Foundation, works to ensure that every child has access to the resources, support, and opportunities they need to succeed. Digital inclusion and education innovation have been key parts of our work, and the 3D printers are such an important tool to making sure that students have access to important and relevant tools and resources that they can be able to have the best education possible and be able to have the best futures possible. So we're delighted for the opportunity, and we thank you so much.
I'm Dr. Michael Martirano, the proud superintendent of the Howard County Public School System, and I am grateful to the Parusha Foundation for their generous donation of a printer for us, for our students. This is absolutely a wonderful addition to our student body, another opportunity to provide the equalization of equipment for our students, and I'm so proud and honored to have this moment and thankful for your donation for this wonderful printer for our school system and for our students. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Phil Orgofsky. I am the founder and director of the Maryland STEM Festival, and I coordinate a statewide festival that takes place all across Maryland, encouraging students to follow different areas of STEM and to find the area of STEM they really like. And I've been working with Mahesh for a couple years trying to help his foundation, and his foundation is helping me, and I helped connect Mahesh with Bright Minds so he could make this very generous donation. And it's great to see the fruits of our partnership and of his donation, and really looking forward to seeing all the great work that will come out of his donation and all the learning that the students will get and all the great products to do and how they'll be prepared for the future workforce.
So I want to talk about the 3D printer and how thankful I am about you guys giving us the 3D printer. I feel like we can use a 3D printer and like have ideas. The ideas that we have, we'll be able to put it on the 3D printer and we print it out. The idea of one of it is like making tags about, like they put your name and they put like a quote or a phrase. And for my phrase, I have it right here, is characters count. And I feel like if you read your phrase, it's like random. So it's like random, you know, or you can ask them to put a phrase. And when you read them, it can make you feel happier, less frustrated, and it might like make you think about your life more. That's why I feel like we really need a 3D printer and we're really thankful.